What? Yes. What is up? Give me a drink, coffee. Hope you guys are good today. Where's my pen? There it is. Let's see. Good morning, Alan. Good morning. Got an exciting, I think every day is an exciting day to draw playing cards. Today, you're on the West Coast. Oof. Oh, just now getting ready for bed. Yikes. All right, today what we're going to do is we're going to be drawing the Jack of Spades for the Wizard of Oz deck. And I'm just going to go ahead and get right to it. I'm going to create my gray layer on top, bring it down a little bit. So the character that we're going to do today is called the Soldier with the Green Whiskers. And there's only a few descriptions of this character. It's basically he's a soldier and he has a really long beard. I'll read it to you. He's very tall. He is very tall and wears a handsome green and gold uniform. Well, there's that. And a tall hat with a waving plume. His belt is thickly encrusted with green jewels. His most memorable feature is a long green beard that flows far below his waist and makes him seem taller than he truly is. Then it says later, this is funny, it says, in later Oz books, it is mentioned that his wife has an unpleasant temper, and when upsets tends to pull out his whiskers by the roots. He carries a gun, but does not keep it loaded for fear of accidents. In fact, he doesn't even remember where he did the powder and shot. So he's got a beard, a hat with a plume. He carries a gun, but he doesn't keep it loaded. So there, and he has a uniform and a gold encrusted, green jeweled belt. So I'm just going to get some, let's see, Napoleonic soldier. Let's go with that. Let me just check out some. I'm just going to find me a few. The Napoleonic era is definitely it's kind of what you associate with like toy soldier, those kind of things. Look at that guy. Whew. Let me see here. So I'm just trying to find a few references. I like it. Let's just go uniform. See what we get. Yes, now we're talking. I'm gonna like that. That's nice. Let's see here. I like that a lot. Let's copy that. That'll be fun to draw all those little lines on the breastplate or whatever you want to call it. Let's see. He's going to have a tall hat. I'm probably going to do more of the kind of straight hat like this. But because it's going to be a big, tall hat, we're going to have to make sure that he'll probably have to wear it by his side, like holding it by his side, just because he's going to be tall already. And we're going to have to be able to fit it. I think that's good. It says he has a gun, but he doesn't have it loaded. And then it says he doesn't even know where he left the powder and shot. So it's definitely a muzzle loading gun. We may or may not include the gun just because of, I don't know, everything going on right now. So we're probably just going to, I'll probably just put like white gloves in his hand or something, or his sword. Because definitely probably won't include the gun. All right, let's get going. Paul, let's see. Paul asks about the Kenneth Wayne Preston. First of all, I don't know. It's not my day. But Kenneth did tell me that I think Kenneth is going to make some standard editions. But he did mention that the ones that they got during the show are definitely the most awesome. Okay, let's get this going. I'm going to make some of these a little bit smaller because they're pretty. I'm just going to use this middle guy. Okay. All right, so let's remember the descriptions. Tall beard, belt with jewels. He's going to have a sword. His hat with a plume. All right. So I'm just going to make a new layer. I'm just going to start with white. My other guys have been really round. My other jacks have been, besides the monkey, have been really kind of round and chubby. We're going to make this guy more tall and lean. So I'm just going to sketch here. I'm thinking this guy's going to make this guy have a wicked comb over or something. I want to find, let's see here. Let me just look. Tall, lanky man. Let's go old, tall, lanky man. Just want to get some reference. I like this guy. Who's this? Connie? I don't know who that is. Connie Mack. Oh, he's a guy in baseball. I like his face. Look how dark his eyebrows are. Okay. And also he's going to have a beard. And all these, okay, I don't know what you call them, Osmandians, Ozians, or whatever. They all have very like characterized hair, at least in the Brahm illustrations. I mean, the original Baum illustration. I can't talk. Thanks, Paul. Good night. Sweet dreams. Yeah, I'll show you the one illustration that I've got. I forgot to show this. This is one of the well, that's a horrible picture of it. Let me see if I can find. This is it right here. And I've been doing it. I've been following these illustrations pretty closely, so I might as well not stop. All right, so he's kind of got a little bit of a plumper face, but still tall. So we can add some. He's got kind of a swooping nose. All right, we've got to draw his beard in there because that's going to be, I mean, I might as well draw it now because it's going to take up so much space that it's going to mean I'm not going to draw a lot of other things. Okay. All right. Let's see here. I'm just going to draw kind of the center line of it. It's going to come past. It's got this bow in this illustration. We'll definitely try to put that. Yeah, you can see his musket. I may do a musket. I feel like if I do a musket and make it fanciful enough. Hopefully no one will give me a hard time about having a gun in there. Okay, let me go ahead and delete this. Well, I want that hat. I'm going to use that reference as hat. Okay, so let me just make a new layer here. All right, let's think about his anatomy here. We got his face, his spine would come down here. Then we're going to have his torso. So we're going to make him tall and lanky. So his shoulders. Okay, so what we'll do is, I like how he's saluting, but I'm going to at least give him the hang 10 sign too. I like how he's saluting, but I'm going to have him holding I'm going to have him holding his hat because I want to put that really cool hat in there. So let's go ahead. So I'm just thinking he'd be down here. His arm would come down, elbow, and then let's do this. Let's have his hat right here. And we'll make his hat really exaggerated because we have the space. Okay. It's going to be a great opportunity to draw lots of really cool detail on his hat. You know, it's funny, like I love all these old historical uniforms, but like when you look at them, like they were so impractical in terms of just like, like wearing this hat on a battlefield would have been like so awful and impractical. And then let's see here. Let's make this smaller because it's in my way. Okay. Control S. So we'll have the plume coming up right here. Actually, we have it going back. If we have it going back, have it really big. Be like a big feather, whatever. Something. Then his hand would be over here. holding it. And then you kind of see this musket he's got. It's got a cool, like, non-standard little buttstock, and it's kind of, so let me see here. I'm not going to show images of muskets because I don't want to get my video flagged by the YouTube overlords. So I'm just going to look at them over here. Okay. And then I'm going to go ahead and duplicate this because you know what I may do? I may get rid of the musket altogether. I love how he's wearing this glove and he's kind of doing this salute thing. And I might do that with his other hand. The only problem is that's going to get in the way of the index pips. Let me see here. Let me get the drawings here. Let me flip them. Let me see if I have enough room to do it over here. You know what? I'm going to go with my first inclination and do the musket. Let's see here, but we're just going to hide it behind the thing. Or maybe not. Or I could have his arm. What I need to do is duplicate this first because I'm doing a lot of talking and planning. And this hat and stuff is so big that it's going to take up most of the image on the other side as well. So, yeah, there's really not even really any reason for me to. So now I got to actually figure out what I'm going to do with that other arm. Let's see here. Let's just do some sketches here of what we could do. If I try to do the salute would be good because it would get his arm up. Because if I put his arm underneath, you're going to lose the arm. Let's see. But I want to keep it away from this pip right here because I only have the one pip. And if I cover that up, I'm definitely going to disturb the functionality. I really like that glove though. It's kind of more of a wave than anything. Maybe I point it a little bit closer to his head. Yeah. Just got to make sure I keep it away from that pip. It's going to be tight. Those shoulder, whatever you call them, they're going to be fun. All right, it's going to be tight, but I think it's going to work. And I think I'm going to make his beard longer too. Let's find the bottom drawing. Okay, let's delete that. I want to see what happens when I just enlarge it a little bit and pull it to that way. Now let's take his beard and go a little bit bigger. Just erase some of this noise here. So we can put that bow in there that's in the reference. Okay. But this is definitely going to go on to the other side. So we're going to have to see where it comes out. Epaulets. Right. That's what they're called. Okay. Duplicate. Yeah. So, let's see. You know, we could, might be weird, but we could make his beard really long. Hang with me. We could make his, because I mean in this illustration, the beard goes all the way down to his feet. We might could use, well, come on. We might could use the beard as an opportunity to use it as like an element that goes across through his arm and then curls up at the other side. So let's say so it goes through his arm, and it could be that kind of interesting element that weaves in and out, but it's going to be a huge part then if that's the case. I'm going to leave out the bow just because. Let's see what that looks like. I think that's interesting. The only thing is, because his beard is so wide and long that it's basically covering up basically in the entire uniform. And even though it's kind of more true to the original illustration, it makes it where if I do it like that, it makes it to where I don't get to draw any cool uniform. And I want to draw some of that cool uniform because I think it's going to be, the uniform and stuff is going to be where we get a lot of like detail. Because the beard is not, I mean, the beard can have detail, but it's going to be more of just kind of noise detail like curls and stuff. And I want to have an opportunity to draw this, this cool, at least a little bit of the uniform underneath. Let's see what that looks like. Yeah, see there I've got this little window right here. Right here. Just draw it right here. I've got this window right here that's going to allow me to draw some of that uniform. And also, right here, I'll be able to draw his belt that is definitely in the description of, a jewel, an emerald encrusted belt. So I think that's what we're going to go with. And we'll figure out the belt. Figure out what the belt that looks like a little bit. But we're going to have to draw the buckle coming down like that. And the buckle will kind of create an interesting shape. So, yeah. Bring it down just a little bit. Okay. I'm going to merge these because I'm moving stuff around. Oops. Select all, center that up. Now I'm going to shrink it just a little bit. All right, so we're still good. I even have a little bit of extra room over here on the side to make his elbow a little bit longer to help with that kind of tall, lanky feel. Okay. Let me see here. All right, let's do this. There's our drawing. Let's bring the opacity down. I'm going to draw the helmet first, the hat first, just because I really want to. And it looks so cool and fun. Okay. I want to open up the gatekeeper right quick because I want to make the little Oz symbol the same. Image, duplicate. All right, let's do this. Make a new layer. I'm going to draw in black. Well, I wasn't supposed to draw on the same layer. There we go. Got a little bit of a guide. What colors will dominate today? Emerald green. Everybody wears a green uniform. Emerald green. Like, I can't wait to draw those chains. Those chains are cool. They go around the edge of these hats. Definitely going to have to look at reference for those. Control S. Okay. So I'm just going to do just some guidelines for myself here. We're going to have this centerpiece there. I'll have these side pieces here. And then, so this piece will have chains that hang here. This one will have chains that hang here. But not that far down. Get the perspective right here. Like that. And then from this middle point over here to this center point, we'll have a chain that comes down, crosses that center point, and then up to that piece. Then there is some kind of little thing there. And then the plume will come up like that. All right. I'm going to bring the helmet down a little bit as well. So we'll have an emerald jewel. It looks like there's some kind of red something here, maybe. It's not, probably not a jewel, but I'm going to make mine a jewel. Then you've got this eagle, which I'm going to make an Oz. So I'm just going to take this, actually. I'm just going to delete this. Bring the opacity down. I'm just going to and I'm using this same Oz emblem because you'd think, you know, this guy and then the guy that's at the gate, the guarding the gate, and this guy would have some type of issued uniforms. And so you're thinking, okay, they're probably going to have the same, you know, the same logo or whatever you want to call it. All right. However, this is not. I'll just leave it right there. So I'm going to draw a circle. I'm going to draw it simply first, because that other one's a little bit different perspective. Okay. Okay, let's put that right here. Bring the center line. Let's adjust the perspective. Yes, the Oz. The Oz is a municipality. He works for the water district. I like it. It's pretty big there, too. That eagle basically fills up this entire spot, this entire area. Okay, that looks good. I got a feeling that this drawing is going to take me longer than normal just because there's going to be so much, all this fun, delicious detail to draw, which I'm excited about. Excuse me. Control S. Okay. Good. Let's draw this whatever thing, the jewel. The jewel. So, we'll have some kind of jewel inside here. An emerald jewel. I could say that probably some more. Okay, I like that. Oops, wasn't even watching. Okay, let me beef this line up too. So I don't know why I'm so excited about drawing this helmet. This helmet, I know that I'm going to spend way too much time on it, but I don't care because it's going to be fun. Okay, Control S. All right, I need to find some reference on these chains. I know that like those bearskin caps that the British Royal Guard has very similar chains. So I'm going to try to find some reference images of that. Let's see, British Royal Guard. I can't spell. Bear skin hat. Let's find tools, size, large. All right, so what I'm trying to do is just find a good image. Yeah, see, this is like it's like a metal, it almost looks like a metal ring. Almost. Just, let me go back. Yeah, it's basically a metal ring, isn't it? Yeah, it's just a metal ring. Let me see. Yep, I can't spell. All right. That's a helmet. Let's see. Let's do hat. Just looking for, I may just make it up. I'm not going to make it up. So this is just like I don't know if this is accurate or not, but it's just kind of like a plated leather. That's British infantry. Let's see. It's kind of the same thing. I might go with this since, I mean, I see this right here, which is kind of like this fish scale, and the other guys, this guy's got it. This picture had it. Let's see, this guy's got it. So I'm guessing that whether everything on the internet's true, so I'm guessing that kind of fish scale, this kind of fish scale thing is probably pretty accurate. So let's just go with that. Okay. We're going to definitely make ours gold for sure. I'm going to put these little kind of fun rivets. Just draw me a guideline right here through the center. All right. Let's see here. All right, let's draw. Let's draw on these side pieces. So they're going to come down. Okay. Then I'm going to need some of these cross lines for perspective. Okay. I'm going to make this Oz. Let me just duplicate these. Merge these. Make them pretty invisible just so I can see what I'm doing here. Okay. Good morning, good sir. Okay, let me erase this. Erase this. Okay. All right, so we're going to have a center. Just doing some more guides that make my drawing easier. We'll have a centerpiece. Because they have three little things. Let's see. This has got, oh, look at that. It's got, if you look at it, it's got two scales and then 3 scales. 2 scales, 3 scales. Let's see another one. I saw another one. This guy. 2 scales, 3 scales, 2 scales. This person did the same thing. 2 scales, 3 scales. So we're going to do that. All right. Let's see how. I'm going to start right here. Okay. Let me make this less visible as well so I can see what's going on. And that's going to be so small that you can't even see it. So okay. It seemed to be easier to draw coming from the bottom. So we're going to do that. Start right here. 2, 3, 2. Watched every morning session so far and would love it if there was a way to have a camera watching you and you drawing tablet as well. I agree. I will see if I can't somehow. I'm gonna have to get another camera, but I'll see if I can figure out how to set that up. But I agree with you. I will try to do that. I was lucky. Kind of got them to match up at the end. Okay. Control S. Let's delete these guys. I'm going to delete all those. Let's bring this back up. I know those things are probably laying front, but not on my helmet. Okay, looking good. Looking real good. All right, I'm going to make, excuse me, I'm going to make this chain. This next one's going to be, it looks like it's a tassel. So this one that hangs in the front is a tassel. So see, got a tassel. Let's see. Okay, that's a good shot of it. It's kind of a braid. Kind of a braid, I guess. Also kind of gives a good shot of those little side tassel things as well. All right. Okay. Let's bring the opacity of these down. Getting a lot of stuff in here. Just going to try to make it a little bit easier for me to see. And it's always easier to draw everything kind of by itself. Okay. So has two rows. So I can probably do is draw one braid, and then I can split it up. All right. So what I need to do is it kind of makes a cylindrical shape. It's almost kind of like a square, a cube, but we'll just do a cylinder here. So I'm just going to draw the cylinder just so I've got the mass of it. That's a little bit big. I don't want it to be too overpowering. Let's go about this big. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Okay, let's see. Just think through this. Okay, so basically, all right, so we're going to come up, just look at this other drawing. Going to come here to the center. And then this side's going to come up to the center. This detail is going to be so small on the card. But you know what? Who cares? Ain't nobody telling us what we can and can't do, right? John asks, Hi Jackson, totally unrelated question, but I really like your bicycle series and was wondering why it's discontinued. Your weekly Wednesday update reminded me. It's definitely a good question. It really came down to a few things. It came down to it wasn't very popular. I mean, not a lot of people were purchasing it. So that's a big one. And the second bigger one was just really expensive. Like there was nothing more complicated about the production process other than the fact that I was printing bicycle cards, and just because I was printing the bicycle cards made the production just more expensive because I was having to pay the royalties for the rights to print the bicycle name. So that, coupled with not many people buying them, we were losing money and kind of a thing. So we discontinued it, unfortunately. All right, let's see here. Okay. I'm going to get rid of some of these lines. All right, let's draw the real thing now. Let me bring this over here so I can see it. Okay. It's going to be fun here. All right. Braids are already fun to draw, and then you add a second level of them in there. Makes them interesting. I'll probably have to draw this again. It's kind of messy. Just need to make sure that this line goes in. Okay. Now I've got it. I've figured out the key to doing this easier. Trying to wrap it over the top. Come on. Yeah, all this detail is frivolous for sure. Because all this will be lost at the resolution of a playing card. I'm probably going to start generalizing now, because if I make it too tight, like, I probably should go back all the way about to right here and start just kind of generalizing the shape, because all of that detail is going to just end up looking just like a black mass if I don't start generalizing. Yeah, that's good. I mean, because this is, I mean, look how small that is in terms of compared to the entire card. So, no love lost there. I even think that's probably too detailed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back over the top and draw I'm going to draw the outline first, and then I will draw just some abbreviated detail. However, it was fun to draw those braids. Just going to get lost, and it's just going to be muddy. This kind of split the difference. This will hint at the detail, but not turn out to be a black mess once they print it. Okay. Yeah, that'd be good. Much better. Much better, much better. That will print much, much nicer. Awesome. Turning out really nice. Okay, let's come in here. Get this stuff erased. Let's bring this back up. Can ditch this. Let's get this erased. Yeah, it looks really good. I like that. Okay, move this down here. All right, let's draw some of these little tassels. You know what? I was thinking about guacamole toast. And here's my thing. I'm sticking to my decision. I think we've already talked about this. I'm sticking to my original decision that it is called guacamole toast. And the reasoning, hear me out. And calling it avocado toast is inaccurate. Well, it's not inaccurate. It's just inaccurate the way I have it. If you take an avocado and slice it and just put slices of avocado on toast, that is avocado toast. However, if you take avocados and mash them up and put, salt and pepper into the avocado, mashed up avocado, that is guacamole. And so what I have smashed up avocado with spices like, pepper and salt. That's guacamole. So me saying guacamole toast is 100% accurate. And I don't care what the Decking Around boys say. I don't care what Steven says. Control S. All right. Let's get all this stuff merged. Bring it down again. Let's put turn off that. Okay. Do the other one over here. I really like this hat. It's so much fun to draw. I'm spending way too much time on it, but I'm having a blast doing it. So way easier than yesterday's drawing. I struggled with yesterday's drawing. Okay, Control S. All right, let's draw this plume. I need to draw some kind of, let's see, border here, because this will be gold. Okay, Control S. All right. It looks like it's, I don't know what it really is. I'm going to make it a feather, a big green feather. All right, so we're going to have some type of, some kind of metal thing that holds it. Kind of like that. It's a little vase. It's a little golden vase. And then from there, we'll have the feather come up. Kind of like that. And then, so let's draw the, let me do this. Let me take this spine. And then just move it over a wee bit. Now let's draw the thickness of the spine of the feather. And then taper it together. Then we can draw the feather itself. Just sketch it first. All right. Let's draw a little curl. Right. All right, that was a little timid. That drawing was a little timid, so I'm going to cut it, paste it, and then draw it again now that I've got what I want to do. I'm going to be a little bit more deliberate. Which will make for a better drawing. Give a little Little character here. All right. Control S. All right. Looking good. Looking good. Okay, let's bring that opacity up. Man, I like that a lot. Like that a lot. Let's merge all this. Done. Control S. Awesome. Helmet done. And it only took an hour and a half. I'm going to go get me some more coffee. Please don't leave. All right. Okay. Let's go draw his face. Control S. I forgot. Okay. Let me get his this original drawing here. I'm just going to get the face for right now. Right there. Riley asks, is there any way to find your old teaching courses, or are they gone forever? They really weren't. If you're talking about the ones that I taught at the Noman School of Visual Effects, they weren't really ever recorded. They were like live classes. I don't know if that's what you're asking. Okay. I'm just going to sketch here. I'm just going to draw some circles for his eyes here. Or spheres. Okay. Okay. Just trying to figure out how I'm going to do this beard area. I'm going to procrastinate and put it off a little bit longer. The nasal labial fold here. Need to redraw this a little bit. C-Dub. What's up? I got to think through this beard in my head. Okay, we're going to start it up here. Let's see here. The beard is important, so, because it's a very prominent, it's basically the guy's name, the character's name, the man with the green whiskers, or the guard with the green whiskers. Okay, I'm going to make this hat invisible. Let me see here. Get all of it, part of it. Okay, is that everything? Yes, I'm going to label it yellow. And call it hat. All right, I need to change this a little bit. This needs to go a different place. I'm going to make a new layer just to sketch the beard a little bit more. So it's going to come out. Let's see. Just trying to think through the direction of all the hairs. I'm gonna have to really keep myself from putting too much detail in it, because a lot of it's gonna get lost in the print. And also, if I put too much detail in the beard, I want it to be more green than black. And if I put too much detail in it when they print it, it'll just turn out looking black and all muddy, and nobody will be happy. What I'm going to do is going to try to establish a strong silhouette shape. Because that'll be my main focus, or the most important part of the beard. I did forget to mention my mugs. That was the thing that I was forgetting at the very end of my Wednesday weekly update video were my new coffee mugs. Speaking of which, see what I'm talking about? Look at this. Here's one of them now. Boom. Shabam. Get a little sip of that. Sip that nectar. I think we're going to try to release the new coffee mugs this month. We were supposed to have them for the holidays last year, but didn't go so well. The place that makes them I think they're in St. Paul, Minnesota. They had lots of COVID. Yeah, the yellow ones are nice. We only made like 24 of the yellow ones. But if people like them, they're not going to be like limited edition coffee mugs or anything. If people like them, we're definitely going to order more. Okay, I really like the feel of this beard. It's very kind of Dr. Seussy. That's okay. I like Dr. Seuss. Let's bring it up to the face. Where's his ear? Where did his ear go? For some reason, when I read the descriptions of all these characters, they all seem, to me, they all seem like ancient or old. Because, I mean, it's like a magical place, and I feel like they've been there. Like when they were talking about the gatekeeper, he talks about how the guy that I drew with the big key, like, they talk about how there's a part in the books where he's never left his post at the gate. And I want to say, like, there's a coronation or something. I can't remember what it was exactly. But there was a coronation of some type, and he's invited to the coronation. And he's like, I'm not going to go because ever since I haven't left my post in like 40 years or something like that. And so I just imagine all these people really old and have stayed in their position for just like ages. And so I definitely want to give, especially this guy, like kind of give him that Santa Claus kind of magical Santa Claus vibe. But you get that easily with, when you put a big beard on somebody. That's not that hard. But that's just something I've been thinking about with these characters. I'm going to give this guy a wicked comb over. Yep, he's holding on. There's a part in the description of this guy, which I think is interesting. What does it say? Let me read it. What's it called? Soldier with the green whiskers. Where is it at? It talks about his, like, it doesn't have much description of it, but it talks about his wife. In the later Oz books, it is mentioned that his wife has an unpleasant temper, and when upset, tends to pull out his whiskers by the roots. So, you just got to think about that. This old guy, with this unpleasant wife that pulls his beard out by the roots. Control S. There's his hat. I lost that whole tassel. Gonna have to erase that whole tassel. That's okay. Not my first time to erase stuff. Won't be my last. I'm probably not going to be able to even get to the coloring for this one. All this detail. It's taking quite a long time. But that's okay. Okay, let me erase some of this noise back here. Sorry about that. I'm just looking at it right now. Okay, I'm going to delete this stuff. I don't need that anymore. Don't need that. Look how awesome his boots are right here with these like tassels. Or those are probably jingle bells. Everything has jingle bells on it. I love that stuff. It's really cool. Okay. Just thinking here. Just thinking through my stuff here. Okay. I love this. I love the character of this hand. For some reason, I just like that. I'm going to try to capture that in my hand. Oops. I just like the way that little pinky. And it's also fun to, you know, harken back to these original illustrations. All right, so it's kind of like right here. Nice meaty part of the thumb. Then we're going to have the part of the glove that splits. Have the little button, maybe for the glove. Kind of like that. Okay. All right. So Draw a little seam in the glove here. Good. Tension lines. Control S, coffee. Okay. Let's put that right here. He's saluting. Let's mask out this part. Okay. I'm gonna sketch his arm. All right, let's see what do we got over here? What do we got? Not much. What's this uniform look like? I don't like that big puffy cuff for sure, because I do not want to draw that puffy cuff. Okay. Let's go in here. We're going to see some of his wrist. Let me just take this. Going to see some of his wrist. And he's tall and lanky, so let's make everything nice and thin. Okay. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to. Yeah, you're right, C-Dub. I definitely won't be able to. I need to go ahead and draw this guy's arm so I can think it through here. All right, I'm just going to sketch it out here. Gonna have his elbow about here. So his wrist, forearm, want to make sure I stay away from that pip. Okay. There's a little deltoid here. What is that? That is not a deltoid. Where I learn anatomy. Okay, it's gonna be over here. I'm kind of squeezing it in because I don't want to mess with that pip over there like I did yesterday. Okay. Okay. So I have the bone of his wrist there. Come down. Then we will draw the cuff. Yeah, he must work out. That's right. The cuff inside the sleeve. Bring down the thickness of that a little bit. Now let's have the sleeve itself. There's this other okay. All right, I want to put some type of chevron of some sort or accoutrement just to kind of give it that uniform look. Just trying to think about what I'm going to do. Let me just sketch something first. Maybe I have some buttons, and then they kind of go like this. I don't know what this is, but we're doing it. We're gonna do it live. I'm going to go with something simpler here. We're just going to go with just some chevrons. I probably should sketch them first. You know what? I don't want to do that. What I want to do is just put, let's do like just a line here. Like he's got some kind of ranking insignia. And really it's just to give me, because most of his uniform is going to be like green. It's just going to be an opportunity for me to do something besides just some gold and stuff. And it's also going to be an opportunity for me to do like some foil. All right. I'm so indecisive. I don't like that. It seems like he's got, let's see. It seems like on this sleeve over here, it looks like he's got one big chevron right there. So we're gonna do that. And we'll just say we were trying to go to match the I don't know why I'm in such trouble with it though. All right, I'm just gonna leave it for now. I may come back and change it. Don't really like it that much. All right. I'm going to draw his uniform. Okay. I think through this. All right. Actually, I'm going to draw his belt first. Because what will end up happening is I'll draw the uniform and spend all this time on the uniform. And then cover up most of it with the belt. Okay. Make this on a new layer. I saved. Control S. All right, let's look at this. It's kind of like a double-breasted, one of those double-breasted, almost looks like a, what is it called? A drum, whatever, the drum major. Let's see here. Let's draw these buttons. Let's go with 3. Okay, and then we're going to have the seam, the edge. Of that double-breasted. And then let's have, I'm just going to make a lot of this up. Look at this. He's got hearts right here. Just like the gatekeeper had hearts on his cuffs. Interesting. All right. Control S. All right. Let's move this. What were those things called on his shoulder? Somebody said it. Epaulets. Let's see here. Epaulets. Excuse me. Let's see here. All right, so it's just kind of a rope thing. Okay, that's easy enough. Okay, let's go in here. This is the Jack of Spades. I've been getting all the cards mixed up, but I reworked them this morning according to my spreadsheet. He's the Jack of Spades. Okay, let me think here. Got a lot of stuff in here. Okay, a new layer. Let me just sketch. And probably have his other one over here just poking out. Okay. All right, let's do it. I don't know. Let's do it. Okay, new layer. From what it looked like, they were all kind of like everything was ropey. So, okay, okay, I'll just do it. What am I with? Let's just quit thinking about it and do it. Okay. Feel good about that. Yep. Okay. Let's beef up this bottom line. This back line. Give a little extra thing here. Okay. All right. I'm going to abbreviate a lot of this because if I draw all the detail of this, it would look like crap when printed. So we're just going to abbreviate a lot of this detail. I'm definitely not going to do the braids or the twist. Aw, covered up that cool wrinkle. Okay, Control S. Let's delete some of this noise. And I'm going to totally cheat, and none of you people are going to tell anybody. I'm just going to duplicate this one. Like that. Like a boss. Not even draw it. Erase it. And none of you are going to tell that I did that. None of you will tell. What is that? What is that mess? Clean that up, Robinson. There we go. Beef up this outside line. Okay, Control S. Oh, crap. I know. I didn't want to, I was worried we weren't going to get a Wednesday weekly update either. I was, had a lot of stuff I had to get done yesterday. And I can't break my streak, man. I can't break my streak. Beef up this line a little bit. Okay. Very, very pleased with this guy. Okay, let's clean him up. Let's clean everything up here. Is that everything? Okay, I don't want this Oz thing over here. Okay, let's duplicate him. Oh, something's wrong. My layer is off, which will throw off. Yeah, I know that left arm has Oz, but it's kind of one of those straps around the thing, and it would be on, and I think it would be on the other side. So I'm just gonna leave that off. My gray layer got messed up, so I'm gonna remake it. Okay, I'm gonna move him up just a little bit so that make sure that we're not over the pip here. It's not too bad. Just looking at that belt. It's still messed up. Let me see here. Let me make a new layer. Okay. Good. Now we're talking. I like how that meets up. Okay, let me erase what I don't need here. Gotcha. The delay. Okay, what else did I need? Okay. I think that's it. That part. Okay. All right. Let's merge those. Okay. I'm going to get, excuse me, I'm going to open up the gatekeeper because I want to make sure because you'd think all these guys would have issued uniforms of some type. And I want to make sure. Just want to make sure my greens are similar. Okay, let me see here. Okay, image, duplicate, merge. Just grab a chunk of this, like right here. Copy. Nope. Nope. Paste. Run, you fools. Okay, here we go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Why are we waiting around? The day's not over. Okay. Let's come here with this dark green. think it was Run. I think it was Run, you fools. But I could be wrong. I think it was Run. I'm definitely not going to pull up the YouTube video of it because my video will get flagged for copyright infringement. Okay. I don't know. I still don't believe you. But you're probably right. I don't care. It's all good. At least I'm thinking about the movie, but the movie is not canon for me. The book is. That's what I should look at. Is the book. Could be Fly in the book. I think what I'll do is I'll get the base coats of colors in. I'm definitely not going to start I got to be at my shop today early because we're getting a big shipment of shipping boxes and stuff. Really liked how this hat / helmet, whatever hat, turned out. Well, that was not good. All right. I can already tell that I'm going to be sick of emerald green by the end of this. But that's okay. It's been a blast to paint these. Faux show. We'll see. I'll try to do. I guess I was overestimated my schedule when I was talking about doing the Twilight Side gaming, but I'll try. I'll do my best. It shouldn't take me, even if I do it later today, it won't take me that long. Like it'll probably take me, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes, I think, to do the coloring. I mean, I'm doing most of it now. This is the hard part here. Okay. You know what I didn't do? I didn't draw his hand over here. It's holding the cap. Let's see here. I just realized that. Let me do that right quick. Let me sketch it first. Get out of here. Well, where's that layer? This one. Okay. Good. Solve that problem. Control S. All right, let's make his beard the same color as this feather thing. Because that's definitely one thing it talks about, that he's got a green beard. And from the stuff that I've looked at, it says that he's a munchkin, but he's super tall. It says that he might be, they don't know for sure, but they think he might be a race of munchkin, but he's definitely tall. Got something right there. Got to get rid of here. Looks like I left some artifacts. No, his beard's got to stay green. That's an important part to the description, I think. I'll have some different shades of green in there, but I think it's important for the beard to be super green. This is my personal opinion. Control S. Okay, let's see here. Do all the piping. Actually, I'm gonna make those gold. I think I'm gonna make all this piping. I'm gonna keep all the piping gold instead of green. That way. Oh, I got you, Griffin. I think I'm gonna keep all the piping and stuff gold instead of this color green, so I can really keep this green saved for his beard. Draw this line right here. However, I think I can put it here on this cuff, which will be okay. This chevron. Actually, I'm going to make this one, that green. Okay. And then let's go. Reminds me, this green uniform reminds me of that. You guys ever watch that show, Sharp's Rifles, with Sean Bean? I loved that show. I just recently watched it. It's from the 90s, but I recently watched that. Man, it was good. Sharp's Rifle. You should check it out, peeps. Sharp's Rifle with Sean Bean. I've been procrastinating and leaving all the queens and Dorothy and all the witches till the end, just because I'm not as comfortable What was I saying? Oh, because I'm just not as good. I mean, I can draw female characters. It's just I'm not as good because I don't do it as much. And it's a lot harder to draw, I think, a lot harder to draw females than it is males, because with men you can get away with them not being so good looking and it'd be okay. But I think with females, if you don't get it right, they're just ugly. Let me put his skin tone in. I don't know why my computer's beeping at me. I definitely will probably come back later this afternoon to finish this guy up, because it will drive me crazy if I don't finish this character today. I just know. I just know myself, and I know what I will do. What characters? Let's see here. What I got here. Let me go back to my list. It's most of the witches and then Dorothy. Let's see. Drive. Wizard of Oz. Okay, so we got the Wizard of Oz, King of Spades, Glinda. It's not Glinda, though. Glinda's from the movie. It's another name. I can't remember what her name is in the book. She's short like a munchkin, but it's the Good Witch of the North. Wait. No, I'm thinking of the North. Good Witch of the North, the Good Witch of the South. Dorothy's the Queen of Hearts. I'm working on the Guarding the Gate. I've already done the Guarding the Gate. I'm doing the Soldier with Green Whiskers now. Cowardly Lion, Good Witch, Munchkins, Scarecrow, Wicked Witch of the West. So you got the three witches and Dorothy. That's the other ones. I have to work hard not to. I have to make sure I'm on the movie. I'm on the books, not the movies. Because the movie, they changed a bunch of stuff up for the movie. And I got to make sure I stay away from that. Because that's all copyrighted. When the book is not. It is public domain. Wait. I was going to do this gold. This gold will pop nice on this dark green. And to be honest, I'm not as familiar. I've read it once or twice. I'm not as familiar with this story as I am with other stories like with Beowulf and Robin Hood, because I like Wizard of Oz, but it wasn't one of the stories that I really grew up with and loved when I was a kid. So you guys probably know more about it than I do. Okay. Make his belt this really dark green. Where's my midline? Right there. Oh, The Wiz. The Wiz, The Wiz. I like and hate that movie. I think all the style stuff is really cool. But the part of me that hates it is the kid in me that was scared to death of parts of it. Like the subway part where those little trash cans come to life and start trying to eat them. All right, let me see here. Really like this guy a lot. A lot. Very, very cool. All right, I'm going to duplicate this color layer just so we can kind of end. Oh, man. Dang right, it was creepy. That guy that's kind of the hobo that comes down in the subway and he has that little kind of like circus monkey hurdy-gurdy thing and he starts doing it. That's a good question, Magic Man. That's one thing that's very different in the book than in the movie. You know, in the movie, you have the wizard as that big green head. And that's really, I'm trying to remember, that's really not in the book. Because he meets each one of the characters by themselves instead of together like in the movie. And then he's an illusion of a different thing. He's an illusion of a different thing depending on which character he's meeting. I'm trying to remember. I just have to go look back. I can't remember. Was he? Do you guys remember? Was he ever like a big? Was he ever like a big green face in the book? I don't think he was. He was a woman, a beautiful woman. I don't know. I got to go back and look at it. Anyways, here is the. Let's bring this down. Yeah, this is gonna be really nice. I'm really pleased with how this is looking. So really like this. I'm trying to think. I'm reading your texts. I'm reading your messages. I'm looking at it. Really pleased with how this came out. If any of you guys have some input, well, I'm just gonna have to go back and do some research on the Oz because he's the king of spades. I've got to try to figure out how I'm gonna draw him. I'll probably just draw him as a human at the end. So TikTok does not in this. Okay, he was a big head for the audience with Dorothy, lovely lady, for Scarecrow. Oh yeah, that's right, the rhinoceros like monster. I remember that. Uh, I'm probably not going to do him as a big man. Yeah, he was a ball of flame for the lion. I think I'll end up doing him as a human in the end, just because it'll be a good chance for me to do. It'll be a good chance for me to do a character that doesn't have like all green. Like I'll put him in his earthly human kind of attire, so we'll be able to do like browns and stuff, tans and warm colors. I think that would be good. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's here's the soldier with green whiskers. Let me see here. Anyways, that's it for me today. I'm going to do my best to come back later today because I know that this will drive me crazy if I don't finish this card today. Let me just go ahead and save for good measure. All right, so thanks again, everybody, for hanging out and joining me. Really enjoying this Dawn's Early Light. I think that's it for me today. Yeah, so have a great rest of the day. Let me see what this is. Hi, Jackson. Do you have any more plans to make any more King's Wild Carrot cases? Managed to get a couple. We might. I think we might in the future. Because I don't have any. So I'm guessing the answer is yes. Anyways, you guys have a great rest of the day. You guys are awesome. Take it easy.